Good morning, welcome back to Starting Point, where we deliver news from home and around the world with me, Uli Herdi, and my partner, Stephanie. And this morning, we will talk about orangutan. And joining us on the studio already is Pak Jamartin Sihite from BOSF, our BOSS Foundation. We'll talk more about it, but before that, we do have a report to deliver, Stephanie.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
So, Thailand has repatriated 3 rescued Sumatra orangutans to Indonesia on Tuesday, December 21st, in a bittersweet farewell attended by officials of both countries.
Indonesian ambassador to Thailand Rahmat Budiman said that the orangutans include a pair of female and male apes named Shizuka and Nobita, both 7 years old. They were rescued from illegal trade near Thai-Malaysia border in 2016. Another one is a 5-year-old male named Brian, who was found abandoned at a Thai petrol station in 2019. Ambassador Rahmat said that he is happy that the Indonesian orangutans returned to Indonesia.
I feel happy because they are going back home to Indonesia, but at the same time, I'm very sad. I know the feelings of the animal keepers here because they already have a special bond between the animal keepers and also the orangutan, the 3 orangutans for the 7 years and 5 years respectively. So I do understand their feeling. So it's mixed feeling for me, happy and also sad for the animal keepers.
Permisi. Hey,
Nobita, hungry?
Nobita. A press statement from Thai Wildlife Department said the return of the animals to Indonesia on Thursday is the 6th repatriation from Thailand since 2006 as part of the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora commitment to conserve endangered species and combat illegal wildlife trafficking and trade.
So speaking about orangutan, joining us on the studio from BOSS Foundation or BOSF is Pak Jamartin Sihite. Good morning, Pak Jamartin. Thank you so much for joining us.
Welcome.
So yeah, we actually met a couple of years back with a collaboration with BOSS Foundation just before the COVID season, before the pandemic. So it's good to see you again. And
Thank you.
For our viewers who are not familiar with BOSS Foundation, probably you can explain a little bit about the foundation.
BOSS Foundation is an Indonesian NGO. Yeah, and we work in 4 program activity. The first one is rescue, rehab, and release orangutan. Means if someone put orangutan in the backyard, we have to rescue them and train them, educate them to be wild. Little bit different with the school, yeah. But we have the program named Orangutan School Program. That's we train them to be wild orangutan. The other program that we have as an Indonesian NGO, we have a rescue and release. This is from the human orangutan conflict. We rescue and send them directly to the forest. The other one, we have the awareness program. And the last one, we have a community development. Some people asking why BOSS Foundation working in the community development. In 30 years, more than 30 years, we working in the orangutan conservation, never talk conservation to the hungry people. Hungry people is close to the angry people. When they are hungry, angry, they will ignore everything about the conservation. But as NGO Indonesia, because we're working with the orangutan, protected species, by law, orangutan is owned by the government, by the nation. That's why BOSS Foundation has to work hand in hand with the Ministry of Forestry.
I see. So recently, the BOSF Foundation also worked with a lot of people. One of them are the production company who produces Petualangan Sherina 2, right? Is that correct? So where's the location of the foundation, and what was like the experience working with people from the film industry?
We're working in Central Kalimantan and East Kalimantan. We're working with the 2 locations, rehab center.
Rehab center, okay.
One in Central Kalimantan, we're working with the subspecies Bumbii, and East Kalimantan, close to the IKN. We are part of the IKN now.
Oh wow! So it's that close?
Yeah, we are in the IKN.
It's in the IKN.
In the IKN.
The location now.
The location of rehabilitation center.
Okay.
in the IKN.
The center for the orangutan?
The rehab center.
The rehab center.
Rehab center.
Okay.
Release not in the IKN, yeah. Release
Yeah,
in the forest.
Okay.
We have working with the two species, two subspecies of the orangutan in Borneo.
Okay.
And one of the activity of BOS Foundation is try to raise awareness for the people, not only Indonesian people but all of the world. Yeah, but Petualangan Serina is one of the activity we need to raise awareness for the local people, Indonesian people.
Right.
Not easy to working with the filming.
I can imagine because you have to protect the orangutan as well. I mean, usually sometimes Pak Jamartin also have people flown in to work with, but that's only like probably 1 or 2 people. And now it's a big production company. How was that like?
For the Petualangan, we are a little bit lucky because they respect on any process and any regulation, any SOP, standard operating procedure that we have. The first one, everybody has to test the health test. With the orangutan DNA more than 70% similar with human, it's easy to human disease.
So it could get transmitted from human to orangutan.
To orangutan or vice versa.
Or vice versa, yeah.
That's why everybody, from the filming, they have to come with that health test. Yeah.
In Jakarta?
In Jakarta.
Okay.
And after that, they have to get quarantine 5 days and then test it again.
Wow. Quarantine in the location?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Because you are using the airplane.
Transportation, the airplanes and everything.
So on and so on.
Okay.
You can meet with everybody and then maybe in the 5 days, you get infected.
Yeah.
That's why we need everybody clear before they go to the filming. Second one, we said to the filming agency, there are a lot of requirement. They cannot come with the big numbers.
Right.
And when we doing the release, it's only one take only.
Okay.
Because when you open the cages, then you cannot.
You can say like, cut, let's do it again. No, that can't be done. So that was done in one take.
Yeah, and that's make the producer and the filming team very stressful at the time. But this is, we already informed them since the beginning.
Yeah.
No retake.
Yeah.
When we open the case and the
That's it.
orangutan race, that's it.
That's it.
You have to get the good position, good cameraman, or everything loose.
I
Wow.
think it's to be punctual.
Wow, that must be very interesting and exciting for
Challenging.
everyone. Yeah, yeah, wow.
Wow. And I remember the name of the orangutan in Petualangan Serina name is Sayu, and we
that-
can see.
is that the real
Is that the
name?
real name that was, I was about to ask?
The real name is not Sayu.
Okay.
But if you watch the filming, there are no logo of BOS Foundation there. There are no name of BOS Foundation.
Okay.
Because we agree with the government, we need this Petualangan Serina become awareness to everybody in Indonesia. That we have the orangutan, we have to protect orangutan in the wild. If they put that in BOS Foundation logo, maybe or any of things that indicate BOS,
Yeah,
people will say, oh, this is BOS filming.
I
We
see.
need, this is not BOS filming, this is orangutan filming, and we need this filming raise
Right.
awareness on
You
conservation.
want the attention to stay on the issue instead of going to your brand,
Yeah.
for
Yes.
example. Okay, that is very interesting. So, how many people were in the scene when you were doing the release?
When they open the cages,
Yeah.
it's only the team open the cages and the cameraman or 2. It's very limited people.
Okay.
And then after you're done with the filming, did you talk to the people from the Petualangan Serina? What did they say about the experience working with you guys and, witness the orangutan got
release
released?
of the
That's a rare
orangutan.
occasion.
Before coming to the filming of Petualangan Serina, we already invite Serina join with us to the release.
Oh, okay. Oh, so she did that already?
Yes.
Oh, I saw the posting also. I mean, Mbak Mira and Mas Ridi also went with you guys for a couple of times, if I'm not mistaken, like maybe a year back or quite some time
More,
ago. Oh,
Yeah, at the time we invite Serina because Serina is one of our orangutan awareness campaigner.
Right.
We're not using the ambassadors. Yeah, we use the term of campaigners, awareness campaigner, because we need some celebrity become awareness campaigner.
Yeah.
Please campaign the awareness for people.
Right.
And at the time we invite Serena join with us to the forest, and Serena okay. And then after that, Mas Riri and Mbak Mira
Yeah.
asking Serena to discuss about the petualang Serena.
Right.
Not about the orangutan.
Right.
That time.
Okay.
And Serena said, I cannot go to this meeting because Bos Foundation invite me to go to the forest, to the real forest. And then after that, Mbak Mira and Mas Riri asking to join. And they said, okay, come and join. And they're going to the forest, watch and get the feeling,
Right.
going to the real forest,
Right.
to the real jungle.
Uh,
And when we going to the forest, there is no scenario Mbak Mira and Mas Riri open the cages, but I see this opportunity and said, okay, you can open the cage.
Oh, wow.
And they got the feeling. And after that, discussion of petualang Serena moving to the issue of the orangutan.
Wow.
Oh, so
that is
it
so
happens
amazing.
spontaneously,
Yeah.
yeah?
It's meant to be.
Meant to
You
be.
know?
That's when it is, that's
It's
when it is.
meant to be. For those of you who are not familiar, Mas Riri Riza is the director of Petualangan Serina, and Mbak Mira is the producer. So you've seen the film as well?
Yes, I
Did
watched
you see
it.
the scene when they did the release and everything?
Yes, and
Okay.
it was very very touching, and we can see the orangutan felt so released after it got released. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very nice film.
The first thing that we said to Serena and Mas Riri and Mbak Mir at the time, please don't look the eyes of the orangutan.
Okay.
Oh,
Why
okay.
is that?
You will fall in love
Oh, okay.
and you will be trapped.
Oh.
How amazing, how
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah.
So, but we would like to know actually how has the Boss Foundations actually work positively impacted the lives of orangutan in their natural habits?
Like I said before, our program is we have two programs. One is taking care the orangutan that already humanized by human. We have to train them to be white and then release them back.
Because they forgot how it's like to be a wild orangutan
Yes,
at that point, because they're so used with the presence of human
yes.
and being fed and everything. Okay.
And after rescue, we train them. Before we train them, we make the health test. If they get human disease, they will become the part of the orangutan cannot be released. We train them, we release them. Release orangutan doesn't mean open the cage and then say sayonara.
Okay.
Not like that. After you open the cage, they go to the white, you have to monitor them. Because they will be the new population in the white for the orangutan. We hope they will produce the white orangutan. The second one, we working in the white for the wild orangutan, not rehabilitated orangutan. Why we need to go to that area? Because you have to train the orangutan to be the white.
Right.
How do you know to train the orangutan to be white? You have to
Right.
copy the mother of orangutan teach the baby in the white.
Uh,
That's why we working in the white, protect the orangutan in the white, take lesson learned from the mothers, the real mom, and then train the rehabilitated orangutan. That's why we said Boss Foundation not working only for orangutan, but we working for orangutan and their habitat. It's one package.
right.
And
The
their
ecosystem.
habitat, yes.
Yes.
So the trainers are humans, and they're training the orangutan to be
The
wild
white
again.
orangutan.
So they know how to.
To act like a white orangutan.
Right,
Yeah.
so they know how to find food and everything. So what really piqued my curiosity is is orangutan a species that are just a lone ranger, or do they work in a family setting? I mean, how do you teach an orangutan to be wild again and to be accepted by other orangutans in the wild? Because this orangutan is a new person, like they go back to the forest.
When we release the orangutan, we cannot release rehabilitated orangutan to the forest that have orangutan more than 2.5% population in
Okay.
that area. We have to release them very small numbers of orangutan, white orangutan. Why? Like us,
Yeah.
from the city people, right? We go to the gym with the good body, good shape body. But in the forest, you see the small skin people. They are survive in the forest compared to us, like that. That's why we have to put the white orangutan not in the same area with the rehabilitated orangutan that we release.
Okay.
Competition,
Yeah.
we try
Oh.
to minimize.
Oh, I
Because
see.
that's why, because after we release, we have to monitor them to prove how they could be survive in the forest. Boss Foundation developed, name it Orangutan School.
Orangutan school. Okay.
School, it doesn't mean like the school in the
In here for
human,
humans.
right?
Okay.
Yeah. The school of orangutan in our program is how we teach them to be the white orangutan. They have to know how to find the food. They have to know how to climb the tree.
Yeah.
They have to know who is the threats for them. That's why after we release, we not allow tourists coming. Because they don't know you are the friends or you are the enemy.
Enemy.
of
Yeah.
them. That's why we need them take a distance with the human. The second generation, maybe they not have a contact with the human.
Okay.
Lot of activity. And graduate from the forest school, they have to go to the prairie island like the university.
Oh.
In the university, they have to prove the lesson learned from the forest school with the limited intervention from the human. And then we have to educate. We make the test. Okay, they can climb the tree, find something like examination. They graduate from that. They become the candidate for the release.
Okay.
They go to the forest,
Right.
become the white orangutan, and then we monitor them.
Right.
They can prove it, or they could survive or not. If they cannot survive, we take them back to the forest school.
Okay. Okay. Very
Right.
interesting. Yeah.
Very interesting, yes. So, Pak Jo Martin, from what you've been telling us, so what is the biggest challenge for Boss Foundation to actually do the conservations of the orangutan? I'm sure it's not looking at the eyes of orangutan, like you said. That's not the challenge, yes.
The challenge for us is, in our experience working with the Orangutan Conservation more than 30 years, the first one, we have to collaborate with all stakeholders.
So many stakeholders.
You cannot doing activity of conservation alone.
Right.
You have to work in together with the governments because they have the policy.
Right.
We have to work in the company. They have the funding. They have the resources. You have to work with local people. Collaborating activity is not easy
Right.
to run.
Right.
But Boss Foundation developed the program, the mechanism to doing the collaboration is respect each other. This is the first one. Not easy to working with many stakeholders. The second one, we have to find forest. Protecting forest and orangutan is not the easy one. And the other challenge for us, how we could make people aware orangutan is not a pet. They have to be living in the wild. This is education and awareness. This is changing people mindset. It's
Right.
not easy.
Okay.
And the last one, we are struggling to get more funding because teaching the orangutan from baby to go to the wild is not cheap.
It's not cheap. Yeah, I can imagine. So, yeah. So we'll talk about it some more, but stay close with us, and we'll talk with Pak Jo Martin, and we'll be right back with Starting Point.
Stay with us.
Thank you for staying with us. You're still watching Starting Point, where we deliver news from home and around the world with your anchor for today, Uli Herdi, and my partner,
Stephanie Silitonga. So, Uli, we've
Yes.
been talking to Pak
Jo Martin
Martin
Siti,
Sihite from Borneo Orangutan Survival Foundations or BOS Foundations. So many interesting
Yes.
topics, right? We have with Pak Jo Martin. So now we would like to know, Pak, actually, in what ways does BOS Foundation actually promote public awareness and engagement to garner support for orangutan protection?
Yeah, like I explained before, awareness is the key.
Yeah.
Yeah, to make more people. This is not about the raising funding. Awareness is make people aware
And care
and care. That's
more
the
about the issue. Yeah.
issue. And that's why we have the program, we name it Orangutan Goes to School. But not bring the orangutan to the school. But we bring the issue of orangutan, we coming to the school, to the primary school, kindergarten, explain them about the orangutan and how important that. Because we hope one day, one of them become the president.
Right.
Or become the minister of forestry. Or become the director or CEO in one company. And when they are in that position, they can help us.
Right.
This is the one thing, orangutan goes to school. The other one, we make a lot of videos, short video, make people aware on that. We try to flooding the world with social media about how we, Bos Foundation and the government, try to do something important to the orangutan. The other one, we have to work in together with the local people because they are stay there. They have to get the benefit from the conservation. And more than 70% of our staff is from the local people. This is some activity that we try to do to raise more awareness. And sometimes we asking TV, distribute the information, or going to some people, if they go the big screen for Videotron, and we give them the video, short video, make people aware there's an orangutan.
So you work with a lot of stakeholders to float the awareness about the issue. So you talk about the Orangutan Goes to School, which I found very interesting. So maybe one of our viewers are interested in doing that as well. So usually, how does it work? Do they contact Bos Foundation, and then usually what happens? Do you come to the school for how long? And
For the first time, we come to the school, we introduce our program, and the school open the door, and then we make it regularly. And sometimes the kids tell the other friends, or their parents, or their grandpa, right? And then the grandpa tell the other one, and then the other school coming to us and asking, would you like to bring the same program to our school?
Oh, so you come to the school and then do a presentation for an hour or two, or?
2 hours, and then after that we make we bring the dolls, we bring the T-shirts, something like that. This is a part of that, and the kids become our ambassadors because they were using the Boss T-shirt and they will go anywhere. That's all.
And you do social media as well?
Yes.
And so you can find them also on Instagram, for example. Can you share with us?
There is people can see our website, orangutan.org.id.
Okay.
Or using the Bos Foundation terms, you can go to our Instagram, you can go to our Facebook, you can go to the TikTok. Because it's different market, right?
Right. The TikTok probably for a bit younger generation. So, but you're all over the social media platforms as well.
Yeah, we talked about the process already, challenges, but we haven't really actually talked about the achievements, milestones from Bos Foundation. So if you could share with us, please, Pak.
Yeah, we started in 1991. In the first decade, we already released more than 400 orangutan back to the wild.
So it's been 30 years.
Yes.
Wow.
More than 30 years.
More than 30 years.
The second decade, we cannot release even one orangutan.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then the third decade, we starting again, and we already released more than 530 orangutan back to the wild. But from the 530 orangutan, we have more than 30 baby born in the wild.
Wow.
That's our hope.
Okay. That is
That's
amazing.
the good achievement. Because we need to make them become the white orangutan. Now we're working in the 3 release site of the orangutan. 1 in East Kalimantan, 2 in Central Kalimantan, release site. This release site will be the new population for the orangutan. New population. It will be the new habitat for orangutan. At least I thought in the next 30 years or 70 years, you can find the 3 population of orangutan in the wild.
Amen to that. Yeah. So maybe you can share with us more about what is the function of orangutan in the forest, and how does that can be beneficial for us humans as well?
Yeah. In awareness program, the difficult thing is if the city people asking what is the benefit of orangutan to us. The role of orangutan in the forest is the gardener of the forest.
Yeah, the gardener of the forest.
Gardener of the forest. In any forest that you can find the orangutan, the forest diversity is better than others. Because They eat the fruit because they are frugivore, and they're spreading the seed.
Okay.
And in the night, they make it the nest. They open the canopy, make the sunshine can reach the forest ground,
Round.
and the seedling could growing.
Grow.
When the seedling growing, they will absorb carbon dioxide, like that, and it make the forest become healthy. We in the city need the need the oxygen.
Yeah.
We need the forest to neutralize the carbon dioxide. We need the non-timber forest product, lot of things. That's every time we said we have the orangutan living free in the wild. It doesn't mean we have them. Seriously, we put them in the wild to help us.
Yeah.
Don't make the wrong mindset
Yeah.
on that.
So, yeah.
Helping orangutan to make them helping us.
So it's absolutely essential for the forest to be healthy to have orangutan in the forest as well. How about the ratio of the orangutan needed for the the forest that we have?
For we have the name it sustainable population. The numbers of that we need in one location at least 200 to 250 orangutan in one area.
In one area. And how many do we have?
To make it there is no inbreeding.
Oh, okay.
Make the DNA strength become lower.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's why we put that 200 250 in one area. In our release site, we still not reach that numbers. It means we still can release more orangutan to the tree area. In the tree area, one in the protection forest, we have to work with the local government. The other one, we got permit and approval to release in the national park. But not because of that, we working with the Ministry of Forest, but because we working with orangutan. Orangutan belongs to the nation by role, by regulation, is the role of the Ministry of Forest.
Okay. Wow. Makes us want to go to Samboja one day and see for ourselves.
Yes. You know what, Uli? I've been wondering after we've been speaking to Pak Jahite, Jamartin Sihites. So I've been wondering actually, Pak, what inspired you at the first place to join BOS Foundation?
To join BOS Foundation, I was a lecturer before. I was a lecturer. That's why I got my graduate education. But after become the lecturer, I thought we have to go working in the field. And then I working in Papua, and then moving to Komodo Dragon. But one day, one of my friends said, Pak Jamartin, Bang, I think you have to working with the orangutan. And I said, at that time, I said, what is the benefit working with the orangutan? Why I have to working with the orangutan? A lot of curiosity and asking and denying. And my friends said at the time, please go and see the eyes of the orangutan. After you see the eyes of the orangutan, you can make decision. That's why I said, please don't look at the eyes of the orangutan.
Fall in love.
Or you fall in love. And then trap it like me. When you see the baby eyes, the baby eyes look like the human eyes. Very clear and make you fall in love. But the problem's not how you fall in love, right? But how you stay in love. The things that make me stay in love with the orangutan when I saw the adult orangutan cannot be released. The eyes is like the empty soul.
Oh, wow.
That's I thought at the time I need to help him and her to get the soul back. And I thought at the time, if we want to give the soul back to the orangutan, we have to release them to the wild. That's why I start of that time I think, okay, I joined with orangutan program at the time with the USAID project. And after that, the same person said to me, why are you still working with the international NGO? Why you have to working with dollars? You have to working with rupiah, with Indonesian.
Right.
And then join with BOS Foundation, because BOS Foundation is Indonesian NGO.
So last question, Pak. Would you have any messages for our viewers about the issue at the moment so they have more care about the orangutan?
Orangutan help us in this world. Because of that, we have to help them and then help us. When you're helping the orangutan, you help ourselves, you help human. The second one that we need everybody, we have to working together, hand in hand. Both foundation or another NGO cannot working, doing everything for conservation of orangutan. We have to working together hand in hand. And the last one, we need everybody put the orangutan in the white, and then we can tell to our next generation. If you want to see the orangutan, please look at the orangutan at the forest, not in your backyard.
Right. Absolutely agree. Remind us once again the websites so our viewers can go and find more information.
Our website is orangutan.org.id.
Okay. Pak Martin, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We certainly learned a lot about orangutan, and we had such a great time speaking about it, didn't we, Stephanie?
Yes, amazing conversation.
All right. So stay with TVRI World, and let us wish also Happy Mother's Day for all Indonesians all around the world, and we'll see you on another edition of Starting Point. I'm Uli Herdi.
And I'm Stephanie Silitonga. Thanks for watching, and bye.